Hello everyone, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. As you see in front of me, I have a 1985, 1986, and a 1987 Philadelphia Mint Roosevelt dime. The reason why I have these three specific years is because the Cherry Pickers Guide to Rare Die Varieties of United States Coins has these 3 years listed as documented examples of possible misplaced mint marks. So that book has some very nice pictures with the misplaced mint marks, and I'm going to describe them a little bit later in today's video. But before we get into that, some general housekeeping stuff for the channel. Yesterday I announced in my state quarter video that I'd be doing a state quarter video every Tuesday. So if that interests you, check in next Tuesday and see if I actually follow through with that. I'm not sure what I'll talk about each week, but there's a lot of great stuff that should take me a few weeks to at least get through with the state quarters, like the high mintages, the low mintages, the error coins, the beginning series, the ending of the series, a lot of great stuff like that. So probably will run at least a month or so. Canadian King Coins left a fun comment. He said the state quarter Tuesdays wasn't really as great of alliteration as like Toonie Tuesdays, in which I could talk about Canadian $2 coins. So if you have any recommendations for great alliteration names, feel free to let me know. Another general housekeeping idea: for the structure of these videos, I'm going to start introducing a coin collecting tip at the beginning of each video. I think that would be fun. I usually sprinkle them in throughout the videos, but if I started off with one dedicated tip, I think people would be interested in that. And generally the tips will hopefully relate to the video later to come. So let's get into today's video and today's coin collecting tip. So today's tip is always check the dates and the mint marks of coins. It's relatively easy to check these. It's also relatively easy to overlook them. If you're looking at them from a very wide angle like this right here, you wouldn't really notice any damage or any doubling or any misplaced mint marks or repunched mint marks on these quarters. So get yourself a nice little magnifying glass like this. I got this at a bookstore. You can get these at coin collecting shops, online, Amazon, eBay, wherever you want to buy them. They're probably going to be $5 or less. You can also get microscopic USB microscopes. So how those work is that you plug a microscope into the USB port on your computer, and then you have your coins out here, and then you run your coins under the microscope, and you see them on your computer. Now, the things that you'll see on the dates and the mint marks when you're looking at those under a microscope are possible doubling on the dates. You might also see repunch mint marks or misplaced mint marks. And misplaced mint marks is going to be the topic of today's video. All right, now let's get into the actual topic. Misplaced mint marks have much more of a premium than repunched mint marks. I'm looking on eBay right now for misplaced mint marks. There's currently a PCGS certified mint state 64 1957 Denver Mint, Washington silver quarter selling for $90 that has a misplaced mint mark on it. There's also a 1882 Morgan dollar selling for $399 with a misplaced mint mark. So like all coins out there, if you have a more valuable coin, it will sell higher regardless of if it has a error or not. So if you found a misplaced mint mark with a Roosevelt dime, that would sell for much less than a misplaced mint mark with a 1882 Morgan dollar. Now, the difference between a misplaced mint mark and a repunched mint mark is kind of exciting. So a repunched mint mark, let me get you the definition of that. A repunched mint mark is a variety that is generated when the letter punch that is used to punch the mint mark into the working die leaves 2 or more offset impressions. The impressions almost always overlap. A totally separate secondary mint mark is a rarity. And a separate secondary mint mark rarity is what's known as a misplaced mint mark. Now, usually with the misplaced mint mark, they'll be located in the completely wrong area. So if a repunched mint mark, I'll zoom in a little more and just focus on this one right here. So a repunched mint mark will be in this area right here. The misplaced mint mark will be kind of in this area over here. And I'll get you the definition of a misplaced mint mark as well. So a misplaced mint mark occurs when a mint mark is placed outside the normal area where a mint mark is found. This is evident usually as a result of a mint mark punch that is inadvertently dropped on the die. And the three that the Cherry Picker's Guide that has listed for the 1985, 86, and 87 Philadelphia Mint, let me just read those to you and describe where those will be located. So for the 1985, it will be located right up in here. So the definition of that is a fate image, which enthusiasts believe is a misplaced P mint mark, is visible in the field just right of the primary. That was 86. 85 is visible on the neck just above the hairline. So on the neck right here, just above the hairline, that's where the 1985 misplaced mint mark is located. For the 86, it's located in the field just right of the primary mint mark. So it will be located over here in the field. The field is what's known as the kind of the background of the coin. So you'll hear people talk about the field. That's generally referred to when people are kind of looking at the toning of it. They'll want a nice contrast between the field, which is the background, and then the image, the head of the coin itself. So the 86 is located in the field, located to the primary, to the right of the primary P. The 87 is visible the field by the neck on an even level with the lower ear. So if you look for the lower ear, an even level all the way to the field, it'll be located way up here. So that 87 really got away for that 1987 P mint mark. All right, that's all the information I've got for you on the 1987, 1986, and 1985 Philadelphia mint marks. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know in the comments section. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. If you've made it this far into the video, you must have enjoyed it, so feel free to subscribe and give some support my way. If you've got any recommendations or suggestions for weekly occurring themes, feel free to let me know. I'll try and build a little structure into these videos in the series in which I post them. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy!